The first thing I want you to understand is the power of your voice. It's not just a tool you use to communicate ideas, it's a reflection of who you are. When you speak, your voice carries the weight of your beliefs, your values, and your confidence. If you believe in yourself, your voice will reflect that. People can sense the strength in your words when you are grounded in who you are. Your voice is more than just a sound, it's a powerful expression of your inner self. When you speak, you are not simply transferring information from your mind to someone else's, you are sharing your beliefs, your confidence, and your vision. This is why understanding the power of your voice is crucial if you want to speak like a leader and earn the respect of others. Your voice is not only a reflection of the words you choose, but of your inner conviction and the way you perceive yourself. The most effective leaders understand that their voice is a tool to inspire, motivate, and connect with others on a deeper level. To begin, think about how often we underestimate the value of our voice. Many of us go through life using our voice to respond to daily questions, convey thoughts, and fulfill basic communication needs. Effectively is confidence. But we don't always realize that our voice is also a bridge to influence, and they can sense when someone is uncertain. You take, and the emotions you convey through your words can have an immense impact on how people perceive you. When you speak confidently, whether you are speaking in a meeting, having a one-on-one conversation to say, or addressing a crowd, the leaders who inspire your voice carries with it an energy that can either inspire confidence or cause doubt. They all have one thing in common. Leaders know how to channel that energy to elevate the people around them. But confidence doesn't mean you have to be loud or domineering. It means you trust in your message and deliver it in a way that others believe in it too. Confidence in your voice starts with confidence in yourself. If you doubt your own message, that doubt will seep into your tone and undermine your credibility. This is why it's so important to cultivate a deep sense of self-belief before you even speak. When you know who you are and you're clear about what you stand for, your voice will naturally carry the weight of your conviction. People respect those who know their own minds, and your voice is a direct channel to communicate that inner certainty. Confidence alone is not enough. The way you use your voice should also reflect the emotions you want to evoke in others. Your voice has the ability to convey a range of emotions: compassion, strength, determination, understanding, all of which can influence how others respond to you. Leaders use this emotional resonance to connect with people on a personal level. When you speak with empathy, for example, people feel heard and understood, and they are more likely to respect and trust you. On the other hand, when you speak with authority and conviction, people are more likely to follow your lead. Consider the tone of your voice. Are you speaking in a way that aligns with the message you want to send? Tone is often overlooked, but it is a powerful component of effective communication. A soft, hesitant tone can make even the most insightful words lose their impact. Conversely, a harsh or overly aggressive tone can alienate your audience, even if your message is sound. Leaders are mindful of their tone, adjusting it to match the situation and the emotional state of their audience. When you understand how to modulate your tone to reflect confidence, compassion, or urgency, your voice becomes a tool that guides others toward respect and action. Another key element is pacing. How fast or slow you speak can also influence how others receive your message. Speaking too quickly can make it seem like you're unsure or nervous, while speaking too slowly can come across as disinterested or unprepared. Leaders understand that in addition to tone and pacing down or speeding up, the volume of your voice plays a role in how you keep your audience engaged. This doesn't mean you need to shout to command add emphasis to your message. In fact, sometimes speaking softly can be more impactful. Silence used effectively can be just as powerful as the words themselves. When you raise your voice slightly, you can create a sense of urgency or importance. Lowering your voice, on the other hand, can draw people in and create a more intimate personal connection. Leaders know how to vary their volume to match the needs of the moment, using it to influence how their message is received. The power of your voice lies in your ability to connect with others on an emotional and intellectual level. When you understand that your voice is not just a tool for communication, but a reflection of your inner confidence and purpose, you begin to see how it can shape the way people perceive you. Leaders use their voice to inspire action, build trust, and foster respect. They don't just speak to be heard, they speak to be understood and to make an impact. By harnessing the power of your voice, you can not only command attention, but also earn the respect of those around you. Authenticity is at the heart of true leadership. When you speak as a leader, your goal isn't just to convey information, it's to connect with people on a deeper level, to earn their trust and inspire them to follow your lead. And the only way to build that genuine connection is to be real, to speak from a place of truth and integrity. People are remarkably perceptive, and they can sense when someone is being inauthentic. This is why authenticity is so crucial. When you embrace who you truly are, it allows others to see the real you, and that is the foundation of respect. Too often we see people trying to adopt a certain persona when they're in leadership roles, thinking that to be respected, they need to put on a mask or act in a way that isn't true to who they are. But this approach almost always backfires. People may listen for a while, but eventually the disconnect between the leader's words and their true self becomes apparent. The gap between the facade and reality creates mistrust. Authenticity, on the other hand, builds a bridge between you and your audience. When you speak authentically, your words are more than just sounds, they carry the weight of your true self. And that is what resonates deeply with others. Being authentic means owning your story. Everyone has their own unique experiences, perspectives, and values, and these are the things that make your voice powerful. Trying to emulate someone else's style or adopting another person's message dilutes your impact. Instead, lean into your own experiences. When you speak from your own truth, people are more likely to connect with you because they can sense that your words are coming from a genuine place. Leadership isn't about trying to be perfect or having all the answers. It's about showing up as your true self, flaws and all, and being honest about where you are and where you're going. It can be tempting to think that in order to gain respect, you need to present yourself as someone who is always strong, always confident, and always in control. But the truth is, people respect vulnerability. They respect leaders who are willing to admit when they don't know something or when they've made a mistake. Authenticity doesn't mean having it all together, it means being real about your journey. When you're willing to be vulnerable, it shows others that you're human, and it gives them permission to be human as well. It creates a culture of trust and openness where people feel safe to be themselves. And that's the kind of environment where respect thrives. Being authentic also requires consistency. It's not enough to speak your truth in one moment and then hide it in the next. People need to see that you're the same person no matter the situation or the audience. Consistency builds credibility, and credibility is the cornerstone of respect. If you say one thing but act in a way that contradicts your words, people will quickly lose faith in you. But when your actions align with your words and your words consistently reflect your true values, people know they can count on you. They know that what they see is what they get. And that level of reliability is what earns respect. Authenticity is about being present. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you show up. Are you fully engaged in the moment, or are you distracted? Are you truly listening when others speak, or are you waiting for your turn to talk? When you're present, people can feel it. They can sense when you're fully invested in the conversation, and it makes them feel valued. Authentic leaders are those who are fully present, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. They're not afraid to be themselves, and they're not afraid to connect with others on a deeper level. This presence fosters respect because it shows that you genuinely care about the people you're leading. One of the most powerful aspects of authenticity is its ability to inspire others to be authentic as well. When you show up as your true self, you give others permission to do the same. You create a space where people feel safe to be vulnerable, to share their own ideas and perspectives without fear of judgment. This kind of environment encourages collaboration, creativity, and innovation because people aren't holding back, they're bringing their full selves to the table. And when people feel empowered to be authentic, they respect the leader who created that space. Of course, embracing authenticity isn't always easy. It requires courage to show up as your true self, especially in situations where you might feel pressure to conform or hide parts of who you are. But the rewards of being authentic far outweigh the risks. When you lead with authenticity, you build deeper, more meaningful connections with the people around you. You foster a culture of trust and openness, and you earn the kind of respect that lasts. Authenticity is about being true to yourself. It's about recognizing that you don't need to be someone else in order to be respected. You don't need to put on a mask or pretend to be perfect. Who you are as you are is enough. When you embrace your own truth and share it with others, you not only earn their respect, but you also empower them to do the same. And that's the kind of leadership that creates lasting impact. Leadership requires more than just delivering speeches or giving instructions. It demands the ability to actively listen and engage with those around you. To be a respected leader, you need to cultivate the skill of genuine listening. This means not just hearing the words spoken, but understanding the thoughts, emotions, and motivations behind them. Listening is one of the most critical components of effective communication, yet it is often the most overlooked. When you truly listen to people, you give them the gift of being heard, and in return you gain valuable insight, trust, and respect. Many people mistakenly think that leadership is about doing all the talking. While it is essential for leaders to communicate their vision, what often gets missed is the role listening plays in that communication process. Leadership isn't about having all the answers, it's about understanding the needs and perspectives of those you lead. And that starts with listening. People want to feel valued, and one of the best ways to show them that you value their input is by listening carefully to what they have to say. When people feel heard, they are more likely to trust and respect you, and this trust becomes the foundation for a more effective relationship. Listening goes beyond just nodding your head or waiting for your turn to speak. It requires your full attention and presence. It means setting aside your own thoughts, opinions, and judgments so that you can focus entirely on the person speaking. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get distracted by your phone, your to-do list, or the next point you want to make. But when you allow these distractions to take over, you're not really listening. True listening requires you to be fully present in the moment, actively absorbing what the other person is saying and responding in a way that shows you understand. When you listen deeply, you also gain a better understanding of the people you lead. You learn about their strengths, their challenges, their aspirations, and their concerns. This insight allows you to lead more effectively because you're not just making decisions based on what you think is best, you're making decisions that reflect the needs and desires of the people you're leading. Leaders who listen are able to build stronger, more cohesive teams because they create an environment where everyone feels valued and understood. This kind of environment fosters collaboration, trust, and respect. Active listening also involves asking thoughtful questions. Leaders who listen don't just passively receive information, they engage with it. They ask questions to clarify points, to explore ideas more deeply, and to show genuine interest in the speaker's perspective. When you ask good questions, you demonstrate that you care about what the other person has to say and that you're invested in finding solutions together. This kind of engagement strengthens relationships and builds respect because people feel like their ideas and contributions are truly valued. One of the biggest mistakes leaders make is assuming they already know what their team members think or feel. But everyone's experience is different, and if you don't take the time to listen, you risk making decisions based on incomplete or inaccurate information. Listening is how you bridge that gap. By listening carefully, you gain a more comprehensive understanding of the issues at hand, which allows you to make better, more informed decisions. This not only improves outcomes, but also shows your team that you respect their input and are willing to take their perspectives into account. Another crucial aspect of listening is empathy. Empathetic listening means not just understanding the words someone is saying, but also trying to understand how they're feeling. When you listen with empathy, you're not just focused on the content of the conversation, you're also attuned to the emotional undertones. This allows you to respond in a way that acknowledges both the logical and emotional aspects of the issue. Empathy is key to building strong relationships, and it is an essential ingredient for earning respect. People are more likely to respect a leader who not only hears their concerns, but also shows that they genuinely care about their well-being. It's also important to recognize that listening builds credibility. When you're the type of leader who listens, people are more likely to come to you with their ideas, concerns, and feedback. They trust that you will hear them out and consider their perspective seriously. This trust leads to more open and honest communication, which in turn helps you lead more effectively. Leaders who don't listen, on the other hand, often find themselves isolated, with people hesitant to share their true thoughts for fear of being dismissed. Listening creates a culture of openness and respect, where people feel safe to express themselves and where their contributions are valued. Listening strengthens your own communication. When you listen well, you become more attuned to the needs and concerns of your audience, which allows you to tailor your message more effectively. You're able to anticipate questions, address concerns before they're raised, and speak in a way that resonates with the people you're leading. In other words, listening makes you a better speaker. It ensures that your words are not only heard but also understood and appreciated. A leader who listens is a leader whose words carry weight because they are grounded in an understanding of the people they're speaking to. Listening is one of the most powerful tools you can use as a leader. It helps you build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and communicate more effectively. But perhaps most importantly, it shows people that you respect them. And when people feel respected, they are far more likely to respect you in return. Listening is a simple act, but its impact on leadership is profound. By mastering the art of listening, you not only enhance your leadership skills, but also create a culture of trust, collaboration, and mutual respect that elevates everyone around you. Confidence is an essential quality for any leader who seeks to inspire respect and trust. It's not just about how loudly you speak or how forcefully you present your ideas. True confidence comes from a deep belief in your own abilities and value. When you speak with confidence, you're not just delivering words, you're conveying a sense of certainty and self-assuredness that draws people in. It signals to others that you believe in what you're saying, and this conviction makes others believe in you too. The foundation of speaking with confidence is preparation. When you know your material inside and out, you naturally exude confidence. Whether you're giving a formal presentation, leading a meeting, or simply having a conversation, being prepared allows you to focus on delivering your message effectively rather than worrying about the details. Preparation gives you a sense of control and readiness that puts both you and your audience at ease. When people see that you're well prepared, they recognize that you respect their time and the importance of the moment, which in turn builds their respect for you. But preparation alone isn't enough. Confidence also comes from your mindset. It's about believing in your own worth and knowing that you have something valuable to offer. Many people struggle with self-doubt, especially when stepping into leadership roles. They may fear that they're not good enough, smart enough, or experienced enough to command respect. But the truth is, confidence doesn't require perfection. It's about embracing who you are and understanding that your voice matters. Leaders who speak with confidence project a sense of ownership over their ideas, which makes others take notice. A key aspect of speaking with confidence is body language. Even before you open your mouth, your body is communicating. How you carry yourself, the way you stand, move, and make eye contact can convey confidence or insecurity. Stand tall, with your shoulders back and your head held high. This posture signals that you are in control and that you're comfortable in your own skin. Making direct eye contact with the people you're speaking to shows that you are engaged and present, which enhances your credibility. Confident leaders don't shy away from the gaze of their audience, they embrace it. Tone of voice is another powerful tool in conveying confidence. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. A strong, steady voice commands attention. When you speak too softly or with hesitation, people may perceive you as uncertain or lacking conviction. On the other hand, speaking too loudly or aggressively can come across as overcompensating for a lack of real confidence. The goal is to find a balance, a tone that is firm but not forceful, clear but not overpowering. Confident leaders speak with intention, using their voice to emphasize key points and to guide the conversation with ease. Pausing is another technique that confident speakers use effectively. When you rush through your words, it can signal nervousness. But when you allow for pauses, you demonstrate that you are in control of the conversation. Pausing gives you time to collect your thoughts, and it gives your audience time to absorb what you're saying. It also adds weight to your words, making them feel more intentional and considered. Confident leaders aren't afraid of silence. They use it strategically to punctuate their message. Confidence also involves being adaptable. Even with the best preparation, unexpected things can happen. A question you didn't anticipate, a technical glitch, or a shift in the conversation. Confident leaders don't let these moments rattle them. Instead, they remain calm and composed, adjusting their approach as needed without losing their sense of direction. This flexibility comes from knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way. When you exude calm in the face of challenges, people naturally look to you for guidance and reassurance. Another important element of confidence is authenticity. People can tell when someone is trying to fake confidence, and it rarely inspires the same level of respect as genuine confidence. Authentic confidence doesn't mean pretending to know everything or being the loudest voice in the room. It means being comfortable with who you are and speaking from a place of honesty. When you embrace your own unique style and perspective, people are more likely to connect with you and respect what you have to say. Confidence is about being unapologetically yourself, not about fitting into someone else's idea of what a leader should be. It's also important to recognize that confidence grows over time. The more you practice speaking up and taking on leadership roles, the more comfortable you become. Every experience, whether successful or challenging, helps build your confidence. As you continue to step outside of your comfort zone, you'll find that what once felt daunting becomes second nature. Confidence isn't a fixed trait, it's a skill that can be developed. By continually pushing yourself to grow and improve, you build the inner strength that allows you to speak with authority and poise. At the heart of confident speaking is a deep belief in the value of your own voice. Too often, people hold back because they're afraid of being judged or making a mistake. But when you let go of those fears and step into your role as a leader, you begin to see that your perspective matters. People want to hear from leaders who believe in themselves because that belief is contagious. When you speak with confidence, you inspire confidence in others, and that's a powerful form of leadership. Confidence is about trusting yourself and your abilities. When you speak with confidence, you demonstrate that you believe in your own message, and that belief draws others to you. People respect leaders who are sure of themselves because it gives them something to anchor to. Confidence is not arrogance, it's the quiet assurance that you are capable, prepared, and worthy of being heard. And when you consistently show up with that level of confidence, people will not only listen, they will respect you as a leader who knows how to command attention and inspire action. Speaking with clarity is essential for any leader who seeks to communicate effectively and earn respect. Clarity ensures that your message is understood by everyone without confusion or misinterpretation. As a leader, your role is often to guide, motivate, and inspire others, and you cannot do that if people are unsure of what you mean or what you want them to do. When your words are clear, they have power, they can move people, shift perspectives, and lead to action. But without clarity, even the most well-intentioned message can be lost. One of the first steps to achieving clarity in your communication is to simplify your message. Leaders often have a lot of information to share, but bombarding your audience with too much at once can lead to overwhelm and confusion. Instead, focus on delivering your key points in a straightforward and concise manner. Identify the core message you want to convey and strip away any unnecessary details. This doesn't mean you have to dumb down your ideas. It means prioritizing the most important information and delivering it in a way that everyone can grasp. When you simplify your message, you also create more room for your ideas to resonate with your audience. People are more likely to remember and act on information that is presented clearly and succinctly. This is particularly important in leadership, where your goal is often to inspire action or change. Whether you are addressing a small team or a large audience, speaking with clarity helps ensure that your message lands with precision and that people leave with a clear understanding of what needs to happen next. Part of speaking with clarity involves being mindful of your language. Leaders sometimes fall into the trap of using jargon, complex terminology, or overly technical language, thinking it will make them sound more knowledgeable. But this often has the opposite effect, as it can alienate or confuse listeners who aren't familiar with those terms. Instead, aim to use language that is accessible to everyone. This doesn't mean dumbing down your ideas, it means being thoughtful about how you express them. Choose words that are direct and easy to understand, and avoid using buzzwords or phrases that might obscure your message. A clear message is also a well-organized message. As a leader, it's your job to guide your audience through your thoughts in a logical and coherent way. Before you speak, take the time to organize your ideas. Think about the structure of your message. What points do you want to make first, and how do they build on each other? Clarity comes from presenting your ideas in a way that makes sense, leading your audience step by step through your thought process. When people can follow the progression of your ideas, they are more likely to understand and remember them. It's also important to pause and check for understanding as you speak. Leaders often assume that because they understand their message, everyone else does too. But people process information differently, and what seems clear to you may not be clear to others. Take the time to gauge your audience's reactions and invite questions or feedback. This shows that you care about making sure your message is understood, and that you're open to clarifying any points that may need further explanation. Pausing to check for understanding also gives you an opportunity to reinforce key points and ensure that your message is landing as intended. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in clarity as well. Your body language, facial expressions, and gestures can either enhance or detract from the clarity of your message. For example, if your words are confident but your body language is closed off or hesitant, people may pick up on that inconsistency and become confused about your true meaning. Similarly, if you are delivering an important point but your tone is monotone or disengaged, it can undermine the impact of your words. Make sure that your nonverbal cues align with the message you want to convey, and use gestures and expressions to emphasize key points. Another key to clarity is being specific. Vague or ambiguous language can leave people guessing about what you really mean. Instead of saying things like, "We need to improve our performance," be specific about what improvement looks like. What exactly needs to change? What steps should people take? Specificity removes the guesswork and provides clear direction, which makes it easier for people to follow through. When people know exactly what is expected of them, they are more likely to take action and deliver the results you're looking for. Active listening is also a critical component of speaking with clarity. When you listen to your audience, whether it's a team, a group, or an individual, you gain valuable insight into their needs, concerns, and perspectives. This allows you to tailor your message in a way that resonates with them. Listening helps you understand where confusion might arise, and it gives you the opportunity to address potential misunderstandings before they happen. A leader who listens actively is better equipped to communicate clearly because they are attuned to what their audience needs to hear. Another aspect of clarity is eliminating filler words and unnecessary phrases from your speech. Words like and you know can clutter your message and make you sound less confident. These fillers often sneak into our speech when we're unsure of what to say next, but they can distract from the clarity of your message. Practice speaking slowly and deliberately, giving yourself time to think before you respond. This will help you avoid filler words and ensure that your speech remains clear and focused. Clarity comes from repetition. Repeating your key points throughout your speech helps reinforce your message and makes it more memorable. When people hear the same idea expressed multiple times, it sticks with them. But repetition doesn't mean saying the exact same thing over and over. It's about finding different ways to emphasize your main points. This might involve summarizing your message at the end, revisiting key ideas throughout the conversation, or offering examples that illustrate your point in different ways. The goal is to make sure your message is clear and that it stays with your audience long after the conversation is over. Clarity is one of the most important skills a leader can cultivate. When you speak with clarity, you ensure that your message is understood, remembered, and acted upon. It's about simplifying your message, using accessible language, organizing your thoughts, and being mindful of both verbal and nonverbal communication. Clarity allows you to guide your audience effectively, leaving no room for confusion or misinterpretation. And when your message is clear, people are more likely to respect and follow your lead. Speaking like a leader and earning respect requires a combination of intentional communication, confidence, clarity, and authentic presence. Leaders who listen actively, project authority through their body language, and speak with both clarity and purpose build stronger connections with their audience. Respect is not demanded but earned through consistency, honesty, and the ability to communicate in a way that inspires and empowers others. When you lead with integrity, treat others with dignity, and express your ideas clearly and confidently, you position yourself as a leader who others trust, respect, and are willing to follow. Leadership at its core is about more than just words. It's about action, behavior, and the impact you make through every interaction.